Hello, I'm Chef Davis from Samuelson Son Seafood Company. Today, in observance of National Oyster Day, we'd like to encourage some of our customers to make some more creative stuffed oysters, and we're going to do a demo for you today of a stuffed oyster with chorizo and peppers. So for this recipe, we're going to need a little bit of chopped garlic, some diced onion, some diced green pepper, a little bit of diced fennel, and we're going to chop up some cooked chorizo that I have cut down here already, but we're going to chop it a little bit finer. About the same size as the rest of your dice. So in a nice hot saute pan here, I'm going to add some olive oil, and we're going to saute all our vegetables together. Adding in the garlic first. Get that swirled around in the pan, and then I'm going to add in my peppers, onions, fennel, all together. Now that we have our vegetables softened up here a little bit, we're going to add our chorizo in. Cook this on a pretty high heat so you get a little bit of color to everything. And we're also going to add in a little bit of paprika. Some nice fresh basil chiffonade. A little bit of salt. Don't go too nuts because the sausage is already salted. And some black pepper as well. Saute all this together so it gets some color. Now that we've got a little bit of color on our chorizo mix, I'm going to add in a touch of chicken stock to loosen up anything that's on the bottom there. Don't want too much, just enough to loosen everything up. A squeeze of lemon. And I'm going to bind this with some breadcrumbs. Just enough to pull together and soak up some of the moisture and some of the oyster juice once we put it in the oyster. I have a pair of Long Island medium oysters here that have already been nicely shucked and separated from the bottom. I'll leave as much juice as possible in there, and we're going to have some of our mix soak that up. So I'm going to top these with our mix. You don't want to go too much. We still want to be able to taste the oyster in this. So basically we want to cover the oyster, and that little bit of breadcrumb in our mix is going to help soak up some of the oyster juice. These oysters are going to go in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. I'm going to put those in now. Of course, we have some baked off and ready to go. I'm going to plate these up, and you can see there's still some juice in the bottom of these, so they're nice and moist, although a lot of it has been soaked up by the stuffing. And I have a little bit of udon noodles in the bottom of this plate just to rest the oysters. We're just going to finish these up with a little squeeze of lemon juice, and you're ready to enjoy your chorizo and pepper stuffed oysters.